Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Avengers issue number 24. Yeah, I'm not feeling it, but I'm going to tell you 5 things about this book, see if maybe you can feel the do. First, we'll talk about who made the book, though. So we got Challenge of the Ghost Riders, Part 3, Cosmic Ghost Rider versus the Avengers by Jason Aaron, Stefano Caselli, and Luciano Vecchio. Color artist is Jason Keith. Letters, VC's Corey Petit. Cover, Stefano Caselli and Frank Martin. And the variant covers are by Greg Land, Jedi Lyson, and Frank D'Armata. And the graphic design is by Carlos Lau. Avengers were created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. So number 1 on this list, the Thunder Smash. I'm just going to get right to that. I don't know what the frick is going on here, but there's like this new thing that Thor and Hulk do, She-Hulk do. I'd stop calling her Hulk. She's She-Hulk. All right, just enough with the nonsense already. I'm cool with the way she looks. I'm totally cool with the way she looks. But this, like, she's not Hulk. Okay, just stop with the confusing thing. So she can apparently touch his shoulders, and then he can absorb her gamma energy, and he can fire a discharge from his hammer. Of course, in the next panel, the one after the previews, he seems to reach back as he's firing the thing. And I'm wondering, like, what exactly is he grabbing that's causing that squirt action to happen from his freaking hammer? Look, man, this was dumb. I'm sure this was supposed to be something really cool and whatnot, but Dragon Ball Z, this is not. This is not a freaking Kamehameha. This is it's not a Hadouken. It's like, this is so silly. I look at this, I'm like, Thor can't do that. She-Hulk can't do that. What the hell am I looking at here? This doesn't make any kind of sense. Why? Just why? You know what? You know what actually would have been better to do? Blast Captain Marvel with that, because then she could absorb it, and maybe she can go full binary, which would make it pretty badass. And you know what? I'm done talking about that. Let's talk about number 2 on this list. The Cosmic Ghost Rider is in here, and he's actually really fun. There's one part in here where he is shooting his blasts at Captain Marvel with one hand, and she's apparently absorbing it and redirecting it because, like, she's saying, I'm hitting with enough photon energy to put a hole through a star. Um, but while he's doing that with one hand, he's able to repurpose one of Stark's guns and turn it on her, and somehow that's too powerful for her. Listen, if it's any kind of energy, she can absorb it, and then she can go binary. And I'm sorry, with all the power that is being shot at her right now, she should be supercharged. So, power of the Herald of Galactus and a Hell Rider, like all the power that he's got, she should be able to go binary. Just saying. And that Sentinel or that Celestial can take it. Anyway, let's talk about number 3 on this list: the Challenge of the Ghost Riders. I think that all of this should have just been done in an Avengers annual and just skip all of the let's have a guest writer and stuff like that. No. Let's just have the actual race done in a an Avengers annual. Just keep it like that. You got a double-sized novel. Don't have anything else in. I don't want to see Captain America or Black Panther in this. I don't want to see any of the crazy stuff they're doing. I just want to see this race, and I don't want it to be a bunch of people trying to fight and stop them and hold them down and stuff like that. This was just weird. You know what else I don't want to see? Number 4 in this. We finally get to see Uncle Eli, and he's inside of that old super celestial armor. Okay, I don't get this at this point. I really just don't get it. This is really Uncle Eli. Like, listen, I was patient. But nobody can say I wasn't patient. And at this point, I'm just so like, psh, at this point. Now, with all that being said, here comes number 5 on this list. There are multiple Ghost Riders. No. What I mean by this is, besides the ones that are in Hell right now, the original Ghost Riders, some we've seen, some we haven't seen, there's another kind of Ghost Rider. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want this to exist. I don't want this to be a thing. I think that we've done enough to, I don't know, just do really weird things. Look, man, at some point, somebody's just going to ignore all of this stuff. I'm really hoping. I don't want this stuff to be part of Marvel continuity because I really just don't think Aaron at this point, like I feel like maybe I'm just tired or something like that. I'm usually pretty good with these books, but for some reason this issue is just like the final straw. I'm just not digging it. And mind you, me coming down on a comic book is not me insulting a writer or an artist. I'm not going after anybody personally. I definitely don't want to see that on my channel. That's not the kind of negativity I want on my channel. It's simply not. So you will be booted from the freaking channel. Um, Complain about free speech if you want. At the end of the day, just yeah, I just don't feel like this writing. I don't feel like this is where the book needs to be. This isn't fun. I feel like they're trying to compete with the craziness, the zonkery, the zanery that's going on in the Justice League comic book right now, and you're never going to get that insane. And that's a good thing because there's just way too much crazy there, way too much jam packed in. I can't understand heads or tails of what's going on in the comic book anymore. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I'm just getting old. I just got to start reading like the back of toothpaste containers from this point on because like there are too many comic books that I'm just not getting. So I'm trying. I really am. There's still some good things. This variant cover here, the Immortal Wraparound, that's cool, man. That is very cool. We were just talking about going binary, right? God, I would love to see that. I think that there's a lot that's being missed out with this comic book. Too many opportunities that are being missed. It's the best thing about this is the Cosmic Ghost Rider in here, but creating a gun, period. I don't think that Punisher can do that. Creating a gun with one hand, that seems kind of, iffy. I don't know, man. I'm just not getting what's happening here. Using Black Panther tech to tap into celestial power to punch with the power of Avengers Mountain. Maybe they should have done that for Thor. Wouldn't that have been interesting? Anyway, I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.